Hi, everybody. One thing about the British media is that it is pretty much centrally headquartered in London. That's where organizations such as the BBC, such as Sky, such as ITV, all have their major offices. So there is a massive presence of journalists in London. And therefore, you would think that these people would cover significant events that happen in London. Well, it turns out there was a significant event which happened in London yesterday. I'm going to show you a short clip of it. There's no audio with this one, but it may last for a few seconds. Just watch this huge stream of humanity going through the streets of London, demanding a return of our freedoms. As you can see, the numbers are huge here from this aerial shot. I think this is a drone they must have got to give you a sense of the numbers. All people happy, and peacefully protesting and demanding, as I say, that every aspect of lockdown and COVID restrictions is removed. Great to see so many unmasked people, by the way. But there you go. That is London, and that happened right under the eyes of the London establishment media class. So surely some journalists would have rocked up and found out exactly what's going on. You would have thought that. Well, I'm afraid it doesn't really work like that. Let's hop over to the BBC news portal for England, for London, and let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look. Very few COVID hospital patients had 2 jabs. Oh, very few. Does that mean some COVID hospital patients had 2 jabs? Anyway, nothing there. Ambulance pressure story? No. Chelsea, Man City? No. Oh, they've got a story about victims of Roman executions. So really contemporary stuff. They've got a happy story about a refugee who's become an architect. Why someone wouldn't recommend hotel quarantine. So yeah, I'm afraid the BBC based in London missed it. That's strange, isn't it? But I'm sure some other organizations would have found something to cover it. Let's see. Oh, look, anti-vaxxers storm Westfield. Protesters clash with police at East London shopping centre, causing significant disruptions as thousands take to Capitol Street, claiming the pandemic is a hoax. No, they're not. They took to the capital streets demanding they get their freedoms right. But this is the rag that is the Daily Mail. And another British media, anti-vaccine passport protesters storm Westfield Mall in London. I'm not going to show you it. I don't want to show you nothing but videos. But you can see that the British media has been completely bought off by the government in pursuance of supporting the government's COVID response strategy. The government's behavioral scientists and their media advisors are applying hundreds of millions into the media, and the media, like good little lapdogs, do exactly what they are told. So they overlook a huge demonstration. These demonstrations are getting bigger and bigger. This one in London is a great example of it. The media don't even cover it. The BBC, which is only a couple of miles away from where this happened, couldn't find one journalist and cameraman to go down and faithfully record it and show it to the British people. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they don't want people to see this popular uprising, peaceful as it was, good-natured as it was, against the government and the government strategy. So I'm afraid, folks, it's not a question of living in East London where the Westfield shopping centre is. It's more like we're living in East Germany in the Cold War era, where everything is controlled by the government. And in the case of the UK, the media establishment, the legacy media, has allowed itself to be bought off and paid for, and become little more than just an echo chamber for what the government wants. That's why you should go, and I know lots of you do go to seek your information on other platforms, alternative platforms like this platform and many others, so you can get at least a fair representation of things that happen. When hundreds of thousands of people parade through London, for whatever reason, it could be for, Extinction Rebellion, it could be for BLM, these are newsworthy events. But this one was not a newsworthy event. And, the question you do have to ask yourself is, when you see all this happening and you see there's patriotism there's groups, I think, from right across the political spectrum, actually, just saying, we've had enough, we want our freedom. Why are these people not allowed to be seen, let alone heard? Well, I'll leave you to ponder on that with these final images of the event. It seemed to be a great day. Everyone had a fantastic time, from what I understand. So that's good news. And let's hope that the alternative media get this out, because establishment media sure as hell won't. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak with you folks soon. Let me know what you think about the media's planned ignoring of events like this. What do you think it tells you about the media? Let me know in the comment thread below. Speak with you soon.